Awesome. So I must have piqued your interest. Our idea has probably had some kind of resonance. So you're ready to look at the next step. So this is where the excitement begins. And I can't say these words enough. These kind of opportunities give you the opportunity to level up the learning. So it's great if we're doing research. It's great if we're building dioramas. But if there's no one else to look at it, what happens is that the level of kind of the motivation to really do exceptional work sometimes can be waning. So these kind of things, these little presentations, these projects are a fabulous way to kind of gear students up, gear kids up to really do something that they're really proud of. Now, where do you start? So once you've decided, yeah, we're in, let's do this. The big thing you want to talk with your children about is the what. What is it you want to present? It should be something that they're passionate about, something that they learned where they kind of go, wow, it would be cool if my friends knew about this. It would be cool if other kids had the opportunity to learn what I've learned. So the what can really be anything. That's the big thing, is that we've had students learn how to bake a new dessert. And they do a little video around that, or they brought it into the celebration of learning. It could be their favorite Lego build, if that's what they're really passionate about. It could be learning about the Middle Ages, and we had one student who always did weapons of World War II. So they were looking at tanks and stuff like that, airplanes. So really, the sky's the limit. Set a target, though. It could be something you've done or something that you want them to look at or they want to look at. Once you have the what, oh, that kind of got all messed up. The next thing is the how. So once you have your project interview, that's awesome. Presentation. There's a couple options for how you present. So remember, this has to be through video. Now, video is a beautiful medium. So a really quick way to do it is to run an interview. So as the parent or another child, another sibling, you could interview them about what they did. Ask them the questions if they're having trouble remember. They could run a formal presentation. If they have a poster, if they have an artifact, it could just be them like I am here standing and talking about the things that they've learned or the things they've done. The other option is to use something like a PowerPoint or a Canva slideshow presentation, which are beautiful, by the way. Canva, it's a free service, fantastic. So if you're using a PowerPoint, you're going to want to use a software, something like Screencastify or Screencast-O-Matic. There's a whole bunch that you can use that are free. Some of them are even embedded right into the computer software. The next thing that you're going to be doing, or you could use, is also your iPhone. So you can just videotape as you go that way. Try and consider lighting. We want to make sure it looks good. Try and consider practicing. So the hardest thing with doing anything on video is, do you know the material well enough that you can deliver it? For a 3-minute video, ideally, try not to do a lot of editing in it. I made mistakes here, it didn't work. Just go with it, have fun, and also talk about screen presence. Are you projecting? We don't want, I did this thing on mice and they're really cool. It's an opportunity to really teach students how to present, not just in front of people, but in front of a camera. So after you practice, try a demo. My kids are both actors, so we shoot, what are they called? Auditions every week or two. So we're constantly filming auditions. And we practice probably 20 times before we turn the camera on. And also just know that if they're struggling with it, that's the growth edge. That's the stakes that are being raised. When a student gets in front of a camera and they screw up, they're going to feel bad about themselves. So this is the opportunity to really work on persist. So again, the student portion, ideally no more than about 3 minutes. Okay, so I've been talking for 4 minutes already. So that's kind of a gauge. The last thing is for the parent portion. So for the parent, you may want to practice as well. So again, we have a list of questions. It's in a PDF. We'll be submitting this. It has questions to help guide it. So like, what are some of the interesting things you made? What new questions were asked? What would you do differently if you approached it again? Inspiring, so list 3 reasons other students should consider exploring this topic or project. And then also we have a few things, the team and I have put together a few things for parent responses, things to think about. So this is not just a show and share. This is an opportunity for our community down the road to say, well, I'm in grade 3 and I'm looking at light and optics. And they could go in and take a look at these and get inspired by the work you're doing. And that's the piece we're missing about celebration of learning, is when you see the work other people are doing, it triggers ideas for yourself and your children. The last one here is on how to submit. That's going to be in a video that's going to come out probably in a week or two. We're still putting together all the logistics on how we want this all to fall into place to have this beautiful opportunity to connect again. Thank you so much for even considering doing it. And if it's a little uncomfortable, that's the very reason why you should do it. Thank you so much, and I look forward to supporting you as we move forward.